afternoon, everyone. Minister for Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture, the Honorable Adrian Thomas. Attorney General, the Honorable Claudette Joseph, Attorney General, Minister for Labor, Legal Affairs and Consumer Affairs. Honorable Minister Karine James, Minister for Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy. Ambassador Richard Nixon, Press Secretary Neela Etienne, Director of Ride Along and Ride E-Bike Excursion and Tours, Mr. Junior George, Miss Yolandi Layton, CEO All Pro Health, New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, invited guests, riders, welcome. Before we begin today's proceeding, it's only fitting that we invite the Lord's presence. So I'd like to invite Mr. Reginald Andrews to give us a word of prayer, and I'd encourage you to remain standing for the national anthem shortly after. Mr. Andrew.
Thank you. Shall we reverence God? Gracious and eternal God, we thank you for this time where we can come here, Lord, and have fellowship on everything that we want to do this evening, dear Lord Jesus. We pray that your blessed event that it took place, Lord, and that your name will be glorified in everything that is happening here. Lord, we will bless each and every one of us here that make it possible to be here this afternoon. Bless us and keep everything in decency and in order. In Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Andrew. You may be seated. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the launch of Ride E-Bike Excursion and Tours. Today, we are taking you on an electrifying adventure throughout Grenada like never before. I am your host, Kirk Sitahal, and I couldn't be more excited to introduce you to the future of Grenadian exploration. Ride E-Bike Excursion and Tours is all about embracing sustainable travel while experiencing the thrill of an e-bike adventure. So to begin, let's get the guy with the magic behind it, the person who came up with the concept, Mr. Junior George, to give us some brief remarks and tell us about Ride E-Bike Excursion and Tours. Mr. George.
Thank you. Whoa. Hi guys, first of all, I gotta say thank you so much for being here with protocol already established. I am emotional today. This is not like one of the ride-along episodes where you see me shedding. No, this is a really emotional one for me, guys, seriously. I have to kind of tamper my emotions down a bit. Super excited. One of the things that I have to say, one of my proudest moments, and I sport this everywhere I go, I have a new title, by the way. It says here, Tour Operator, GTA. I'm going to sash myself before I start because I'm very proud of this, by the way. I'm very proud. I'm officially a tour operator here in Grenada. Thank you so much, GTA. Thank you so much, Grenada. Thank you so much for everyone who helped in making this venture a reality to this point. But rest assured, guys, I've done a lot of things in my life, in my career. This particular project happened to be one of the most difficult, the most hardest project that I've ever done, right? But we all know that good things are sometimes hard to find, and to find it is sometimes difficult, and this is the project that is the most difficult project. So it was hard. It was challenging and it was stressful. And I would like to thank, let me point out some of the folks here with me who made this project possible. Thank you to Honorable Minister Karine James. Thank you so much. Renewable Energy, I appreciate you so much for all that you've done to assist in this project. Thank you, Minister, new Minister of Tourism. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Everyone, friends, supporters, family alike. Now, my mission today, guys, is to introduce this project that I've been working on for the better part of 3.5 years. Now, I've traveled to major cities all over the world. And sometimes when you guys saying, well, why is Junior in Africa? Why is he in Bonaire? Why is he in Aruba, Puerto Rico? I wanted to go into those territories to see how the project is implemented and how it works there and how we could make it better for Grenada. And I think we hit the sweet spot. Now, the vision to introduce e-bike rental and tours on the island is a very timely one, ladies and gentlemen. And it's needed right now. Now, the services that we're looking to provide here at Ride e-bike is a testimony to the commitment that we have in reshaping the way we move and foster community connection. Now, this particular project will champion the eco-conscious and healthier lifestyle for all Grenadians. E-bike in particular have vastly become the most transformative and eco-friendly part in our major cities. So let me outline some of the key benefits that this project will bring for Grenada. First, green transportation. E-bikes are championed for environmental friendliness, producing zero emission during the operation. They play a pivotal role in reducing air pollution and greenhouse gases compared to traditional gas-powered vehicles, making the shift towards a more sustainable mode of transportation. Another key benefit of this project is the health and wellness aspect of it. While e-bike provide electrical assistance, so you don't always have to paddle, you could put this bike in electrical mode and it does all the hard work for you, especially going up hills. This flexibility allows individuals to tailor the level of exertion based on their fitness level, making e-bike an excellent option for those looking to incorporate exercise into their daily routine. Another one of the key benefits of this project, guys, is commute efficiency. E-bike offer a practical and efficient means of transportation, especially for daily commute, navigating through traffic, bypassing congestion, and covering distances with ease, resulting in time saving and a more predictable commute. Now let's talk about accessibility. These e-bikes that we're going to introduce today make cycling accessible to a broader range of people, and they overcome challenges such as age, physical limitation, and fitness level. Now, the optional, as I said, the optional electronic assistance, can I have some water, please? Thanks. So the optional electronic assistant help riders conquer hills and cover longer distances effectively, yet traditional biking is always an option for those who prefer it. So again, These e-bikes that we're going to introduce today have an option of power and paddle. So for those bicycle enthusiasts who said, you know what, I don't want to use the power, you have that option that you could do either or both. Now, the community and social interactivity, or I say community tourism. This e-bike fosters social connection and encourage ride groups, and family outing. It provides an opportunity for people to connect. Thank you. To connect with each other while enjoying the great outdoors. And last but not least, one of the key benefits is the fun and enjoyment that we all get from riding these e-bikes, and that we will get from riding these e-bikes. Now, riding an e-bike is a thrilling and enjoyable experience. I had the opportunity to take my good friend Kenroy Batiste on a ride, and it was a very exciting opportunity for him. First time being on an e-bike, and he did well. I believe that video is still posted on Facebook. So, it's a thrilling experience, and the electronic assistant enhance the overall biking experience, allowing for riders to explore new routes, enjoy the scenery, and make biking a delightful activity for all ages. Now that we glimpse at some of the key benefits, there are still more. In addition to these e-bikes that you see in here, are foldable e-bikes. And because they're foldable, they're very easily transportable. Basically could fit in the back of any one of your SUVs, right? So it's very efficient to travel from place to place if you need to get somewhere and store it in the back of your SUV. Now, let's talk about the e-bike, the rental component that we're looking to bring, because there are multiple options that we're going to be providing with these e-bikes. We're going to be providing a rental component. So folks who are excited about getting an hourly trip or a day trip or whatever, they could come into our kiosk right here at the Esplanade Mall. Our kiosk is number 3. And booking and renting this e-bike is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, you walk up to the kiosk, you scan the QR code, and 3, you're out of there after making your financial obligation, very simply, and you're out. It takes less than 5 minutes, less than 3 minutes actually, to rent an e-bike with us. Now, we have been partnering with many hotels, and we have some hotel partners here that we are starting off with. So folks in the hotel that looking to rent the e-bikes, and they're not here at the Esplanade Mall, it's very simple as well. The option for our partners and our customers at those hotels, our guests will be provided with a scan code, and within a matter of minutes, the bikes will be available to them as well. So it's a very exciting opportunity. Even if you can't make it onto the kiosk, the bikes will come to you. We'll have it dropped off and have it available for you. So it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Now, for those of the tech savvy and folks here in the mall, and you don't want to go into the kiosk or you're not at a hotel, you could just scan the bikes. Each bike comes with a unique QR code. You scan the bikes, and all transaction could be done by yourself. You don't even need to interface with the kiosk. Just collect your digital key, rent your bike, and go. So these 3 simple options make it easy for folks to get these bikes. But one of the other key components that is one of my favorite options that we offer in here today is the option of excursions. Starting next week, Sunday, will be our first excursion, and we're going to start in the parish of St. Mark. And I see, yes. Thank you, Mr. Are we coming, St. John? Mr. Queen's Britain, thank you so much. We did some serious trail hunting in St. Mark, and it was made possible by my friend here, Mr. Queen's Britain. Thank you so much. So our first excursion will be next Sunday, the 21st, in Sunset City. That's where we're going to be. It's lovely. So we urge everyone, if you're interested in being a part of that ride, being a part of the first, they could go to the website at rydersebike.com and book right now. Honorable Kirin, we're coming to St. John. We're coming down the West Coast. Our Minister, we're coming St. David's too. In fact, we'll be in Carriacou as well. So Honorable Tevin Andrew out there. And so we are going to be going to every single parish. Every week, different trail, different parish. All right? For more information on that, guys, you could always go to our website at rydersebike.com. So, guys, these are just some of the options. I don't want to speak for long because all of these stuff is available, information is available online. And, of course, we have our sales and marketing personnel, Janice, who is going to be assisting us in that department. So if you're a hotel partner and you want to see how this could benefit you in the hotel, you could talk to Janice or any one of our team members here to get started and signed up. So, guys, so we have the trail in Sunset City. I spoke about that. For the cruise, we are going to be providing daily excursions for the cruise ships. And we're partnering with the cruise ships as well to provide e-bikes service to their customers. Now, this venture is more than just a business to me, I'd like to say. We're really interested in contributing to our community. Our long-term goal is to create more exciting trails throughout the island and assist by erecting signage throughout Grenada, village by village, promoting economic development on the island. We want to decentralize tourism and not only say to the world that Grenada tourism is all about the South. I know Minister Andy may not like to hear this, but places like St. David, which have some of the best trails, we want to decentralize tourism and bring it into those small parishes as well. So we are serious, guys, about this project, as we are serious about your health and wellness. It is our number one priority that we protect everyone. So because of that, we have our nurse who flew down from the U.S. to train everyone that works with the staff here in CPR and first aid. So from the equipment manager to the office manager will be trained in CPR and first aid. Thank you so much. It is mandatory on our team to be trained. Also, as it is mandatory for all of our guests, all of our patrons, to wear all the safety precautionary gears like helmets, gloves, it is mandatory that everyone wear the safety gear when you rent the bikes or if you're out on a trail. In conclusion, guys, I would like to say thank you to Grenada for making this a reality for me. As I said, I've done so many projects in my life. This one happened to be one of the biggest projects that I've done here on the island. And I'm looking to have this project grow from strength to strength. So thank you, Grenada, for your continued patronage every year. We're excited to serve you in many different ways with Ride. So as I say and we say, let's take Ride for a ride. Thank you for listening, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Mr. George. And trust me, folk, these bikes are no ordinary bikes. They're equipped with powerful electronic motors that give you that extra boost whenever you need it. Whether you're like me and afraid of conquering steep hills, or simply want to enjoy that leisurely ride, these bikes have got you covered. I'd now like to invite the Honorable Minister for Tourism, Culture, and the Creative Arts, the Honorable Adrian Thomas, to make some remarks. Sorry.
It's always easier to see persuaded. Always easier. And let me, before I start, let me remind Mr. George and his marketing officer. Where is her? Janice? The trails in St. David's are ready. They're not that smooth, but they are ready. We have a beginning and we have an end. And I want to tell Queen, sorry about that, but We have better trails in St. David. Let me recognize the AG and Minister for Legal Affairs, Labor and Consumers Affairs, Honorable Kieran James, Minister for Climate Resilience, Renewable Energy, Parliamentary Secretary, Mr. Quincy Britton, in the Ministry of Tourism, Culture, and Economic and Creative Economy. I want us to also recognize Ambassador. I'm trying to figure out your name, sorry. But let me also recognize Mr. George Wife. Happy to have you in Grenada. Welcome home. And all the invited guests. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure for me to be here this afternoon endorsing such a project, such an initiative. It was only yesterday that the goodly gentleman came into my office and told me about this project. I heard about it, but we had a sit down yesterday and he was outlining his plans. And I asked him the question, is this the only project like that in the OECS? And he said yes. And I said, why do you want to bring it to Grenada? And his reply was, I want something new, something innovative. I want to get involved in the tourist business. He didn't opt to go for a taxi or a minibus or something that is traditional. He wanted something new. And that is what I like about the project. I think we should put our hands together for such a great initiative. Again, he didn't go for the usual motorbikes that those guys go in the mountain with, the Yamaha and the Suzuki and whatever it is. He went for something that makes Minister Kieran James smile. No more gas, and it's renewable energy. So I asked him, well, if you're on the trail and the battery will up, what happened there? He said, nah, give me a spare one. And they can go for how many hours? 20 hours, 30 hours? So it's a very, very good project. And I want to assure him that the Ministry of Tourism is behind it. And it's something we will have more discussions on in regards to helping the gentleman to improve his business and expand. And I want to make a call to the general public. We have to support our colleagues. Now is not the time to be contemplating on competition. Let the gentleman grow. Because we have a way of doing things in Grenada. When you come out with your thing, next week, 2 and 3 sprouting up. Yes, we are in a free, open market. Capitalism at its best. But I think this initiative, let him grow, let him perfect the business. And so if we are to expand it and other people get involved in it, you have an expert in the person of Mr. Junior George. I also want to encourage our local people to utilize it. Tourism is not only about foreigners visiting your country. I believe in fixing and doing things in your country for the people to enjoy. And if people outside are interested in it and they like it, they're going to come for it. So I want to encourage the people, the tourists in St. David, the tourists in St. Mark, the tourists in Carriacou, to utilize the bags and make maximum use of it. Because we know for a fact that tourists is about 6 months in the year, actively. I mean, we have stayover visitors. But the real tourists are going to be using those bags, or maybe those that come on a cruise ship. Therefore, as citizens of this country, we need to take a break from the job. Get on the e-bags and ride along with Mr. Junior George. So once again, I want to say thank you very much, Mr. Junior George, for taking the initiative. You could have gone anywhere else and do that project. You came to Grenada, you came home, and we are very grateful for it. So I wish you all the best for 2024 and the development of your project. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister Thomas. And of course, you know, I'm hearing all about St. David. I'm hearing all about St. John. Okay, it's safe to say my parents are from St. David. I lived in St. John, but now I belong to the town of St. George. And I'm going to speak,
Thank you, Mr. Master of Ceremonies. And thank you for the plug for the town of St. George. Because, and let me just say, not just the town of St. George, but the parish. Before I launch into the few remarks that I must make, let me recognize my colleagues, the Minister for Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture, Mr. Persuader, Adrian Persuader Thomas, the Honorable Karine James, Minister for Climate Resilience, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry. Thank you. I don't know why this mic was hiding my pretty face. Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture, Senator Quince Britton, Ambassador Mr. Richard Nixon, other specially invited guests. I see the Press Secretary, founder of Ride e-bikes, Mr. Junior George, and your colleagues and staff. It is my distinct pleasure to congratulate you, Mr. George, on this initiative. And I see you waving your tours, your card, your license as a licensed tour operator. And from my knowledge of the tourism industry, you would be one of few locals who are actually tour operators. Because there are certain aspects of our tourism sector which are dominated by non-nationals and expat investors. And it has always been my long-held view that more locals should get involved, particularly in the tour operation aspect of tourism. So I am pleased to see that you have chosen to get involved as a Grenadian national, mostly resident in the diaspora, coming home and investing at home, and doing so in an area which is one of the pillars. Tourism is one of the pillars of our Grenadian economy. And we need more locals. And this is my call to those of you Grenadians in the diaspora to come home and invest. Employ local Grenadians, employ young people, partner in business with resident Grenadians. Invest some of your earnings abroad, here in Grenada, as we seek to develop and transform our country. Because we cannot build and transform Grenada without the hands of all Grenadians, whether here or in the diaspora, on deck. We need all hands on deck. So I profoundly congratulate Junior, and I definitely would be trying out one of those bikes. I would also take this opportunity to congratulate you for your consciousness in electing to go with a green, renewable, energy smart, and environmentally friendly option, because you could have used motorbikes, but you chose to be conscious and sensitive to our environment and to go this route. And this is the way of the future. So I thank you for your forward-thinking attitude to business. And of course, there are many trails, I'm sure you know, in and around the town of St. George and in and around the parish of St. George. So I look forward to seeing the Ride e-bikes all over the town of St. George. You can start by taking a nice ride up Dabo to the lookout up there. All right? So congratulations once again, and welcome to the business community in Grenada. And I would say, on behalf of the government, we as a government support business, particularly local entrepreneurs. So we will do whatever we can to make your experience a pleasant one and that you have relative ease of doing business in Grenada. So that you must know whenever you hit a snag, you can call on any one of us to help you, and we will so do. So thank you very much, and enjoy doing business in Grenada.
Thank you, Minister Joseph. The beauty of running tours is that we're not only providing a unique and exhilarating experience, but we're also promoting sustainable tourism. By choosing to ride an e-bike, you're reducing the carbon footprint and contributing to a greener future. And I'm very excited to call the next speaker. This is a speaker that has been championing a greener future, and that is the Honorable Minister Karine James, Minister for Climate Resilience, Environment, and Renewable Energy. Minister James.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sitahal. Good afternoon to my cabinet colleagues, the Honorable Persuader, Madam AG, Parliamentary Secretary within the Ministry of Culture, Tourism and Creative Economy, Senator Quince Britton, Ambassador Dr. Nixon. I recognize my good friend and colleague as well, Mr. Greenwich, Doyle Greenwich, the beautiful wife. And now we wondering and we realizing who is behind that strong man. Is a beautiful, strong woman, Mistress George. I recognize the presence of the the chair of the Grenada Tourism Association, the beautiful Miss Petra Roach. To the hoteliers who are here, good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon. All right. I am indeed thrilled and honored to stand before you today to support this exciting and optimism as we unveil the Ride e-bike rental, excursion, and tour business. In Grenada, our commitment to the environment is one that is unwavering and one that is very strong. The launch of this Ride e-bike excursion is a testament to our dedication and fostering renewable energy and sustainable practices within our country. By integrating into our tourism and local transport systems, this project, it is indeed a testament to our commitment to reducing our carbon footprints, promoting healthy lifestyles, and of course, showcasing our beautiful island in an eco-friendly manner. And I think this business initiative, it is one that brings the harmony and brings the transformative look into creating that collaboration and ensuring that our sustainable development goals are not done or not practiced in everybody do their own individual thing. But I hope that this venture, to my colleagues I'm speaking to, that this venture open our outlook, it open our eyes to showing that when we collaborate in our different ministries, we can meet our targets faster and in a more sustainable way. So I want to say, as we embark on this exciting new venture, let us remember that we have an objective to ensure that we support our locals, and let us ensure that the hurdles that Mr. George had to go through, anybody else who wants to venture off into other areas, that they don't have to go through that hurdles. And I hope that he's successful, Mr. George. I hope that you're successful in this. I hope that you don't only see it as a business venture, but you see it as an investment into bringing sustainability in an exciting way to the Grenadian populace and to those who will be visiting our country. My ministry has sometimes we see it as an international mandate, but for me, it is more local than it is international. And this is a prime opportunity to showcase that as well. So I am happy that we are able to collaborate with you on this. You've heard Madam AG place on record that we are here to support you. And I place on record my support from the Ministry of Climate Resilience, Environment and Renewable Energy that if you intend to grow this business, make it bigger, that you have our full support and commitment. So ladies and gentlemen, I will not be lengthy, but I just want to wish Mr. George and his company the very best of luck. I hope that this brings to us the local type of education and re-education that is needed within our systems to show that this area and this nook is very lucrative. There are opportunities for us to diversify where we invest. And I hope that your example would also allow the banking institution, which is a fundamental problem for startups, that they see the lucrativeness, if that is a word, of these businesses, and I wish you the very best. So ladies and gentlemen, I would ask of you to join me in congratulating by putting your hands together for Mr. George for doing this. It is one that was very risky. He took the risk, and we are here to support you. So thank you so very much.
Thank you, Minister James. I'd now like to invite the CEO of the Grenada Tourism Authority, Petra Roach, to make some remarks. Ms. Roach.
Thank you, and good afternoon to all our honourable ministers and the distinguished invited guest and the members of the media. Junior has put me on the spot, but he knows that I am a total fan of him and everything that he's doing to spread the word about Grenada Carriacou and Petite Martinique across the diaspora. And now it is indeed a privilege to be here with him, holding his hand and being a part of his village, as today he takes on another entrepreneurial initiative, which is the launch of Ride here in Grenada. Now, one of the things that we can clap our hands about is that we continue to do extremely well in terms of the numbers of visitors to our shores, and we have just received some numbers for December, and we have had the best December ever in terms of visitors. So the fact that he is putting his money where his mouth is says a lot in terms of the economic environment here in the island, and I hope that we can use this as a template to attract a lot more people to invest. What we're trying to do now is not looking just at marketing Grenada, but at expanding the product offering, because there comes a point when we have so many visitors on the island that we can't accommodate anymore. So what then is our objective? And that is that they spend more time on the island, that they do more things on the island, that they leave more money on the island, that they have such an amazing experience that they come back again. So, Junior, I just want to say on behalf of the GTA team, he's now one of our constituents. and he's wearing his badge very proudly. We are here to support you. We are here to hold your hand. We're here to celebrate with you. And I want you to know that we are here as your extended family, and we'll do everything possible to ensure that you continue to be as successful as you are. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, CEO Tourism Authority Petra Roach. I'd now like to invite ride-along partner and CEO of All Pro Health New York City, Miss Yolandi Layton, to give us some remarks.
Well, thank you. This has just been a wonderful event. I'm so happy to be here. I can't call everyone out by name, but I know there's a lot of elected officials, there's a lot of beautiful people, I can say that. And I'm just so happy to be here on the island of Grenada. I would call this one of my other homes. I have many homes. I am the child of Vincentian parents. I was born in England. I grew up in Canada. I live in America. And because of my union with Junior, I am Grenadian. So thank you for embracing me. Thank you very much. So I became involved in this initiative many years ago, or when we do travel. One of the things that we like to do to engage in culture is to ride bikes. Get out there, go out with, and just see like what the real people are doing. We don't want the fake. We want to see how the real people are living, and we want to connect with people. So this is something that we've done many times. And Junior won't tell you, but I can outride him any day, okay, on regular bikes. So this has been something that I know that he's always wanted to do. And in our household, myself and the kids, we refer to him as the unofficial ambassador to everything Grenadian, because I'm not born Grenadian, but I know a lot about what's happening here. And what is happening is great things, big things. There's some wonderful changes that I see happening here. There's an energy here that I've never seen before. It's just bright. And that's part of the reason why I wore a green dress, because green stands for freshness and abundance and growth and green. So this is the reason I specifically picked this dress, to pay homage to the greenness of Grenada. Right? That is my point. Yes. I'm not political here, because forgive my ignorance, but I'm just keeping it real, right? Right. I love the color green and what it represents, freshness and greenness. So I have been asked to come here, partly because I'm Junior's wife, but also I have a business back in New York. I have a nursing consulting business. We do staffing, we do CPR certification, and we do a number of different types of healthcare trainings under my business. So one of the things that's near and dear to me is CPR. And this has always been something, as a nurse, I had to learn how to do these things, and I never really appreciated it in the beginning phases of my career. But I do understand how important it is and how easy it is for everybody, not just healthcare workers, but anybody and everybody can do life-saving techniques. So when he decided that he was going on this venture, I said, I'll come down and I will train your initial crew that's going to be starting with you, so that they have information or skills on how to do first aid. Because, people have sunstroke, people have, they faint. What are you going to do? What can the average person do to help somebody who's in need? So this is the part of the reason why I came here. Now, I just had a couple points to make. Grenada is a country with a population of close to 124,000. I might be off, but I would say it's somewhere close to that number. And the top cause of death in Grenada is heart disease, followed by stroke, and then followed by diabetes. And all of these things can be partially due to diet, exercise, and lack thereof. As a culture, there might be some genetic things in African born people that makes us more predisposed to diabetes and certain things of this sort. So being active and having an active lifestyle, eating right, can really make a difference. So the number one reason why people don't perform CPR is they lack confidence. Some people lack knowledge altogether. And this is, like I said, this is just not something that should just be for people who are in the health field or employers. It should be for the layperson. Because the fact of the matter is that when heart attacks and stroke and these things happen, you're usually amongst your friends and your family members. And that's the fact. It's very rare that you're going to be saving a person who's just walking by. So the more that you can know to just jump in when necessary, to pump that heart to keep oxygen flowing, and it's an easy step, I mean, why not do it? So I think as a country and as a people, we should just engage in learning these skills, and this is the reason why I'm here, starting this off with Junior and his team. And this will be followed through going forward with Mr. Sylvan McIntyre. He has a wonderful business, the Caribbean Disaster Risk Management Company, that also does CPR locally here on the island. Mr. Sylvester, can you just show your hand? Stand. Mr. Sylvan, sorry. Yes, so he's involved in CPR, and he teaches a lot of other things to kind of prevent problems and different things happening in the island. So all I can say is that when we thought about when Junior thought about this venture, the idea was to make sure that safety and fun was top priority. And I think that starting this off in the right way, we're going to see where this leads to, and hopefully expand this business further to continue to promote healthy lifestyles, healthy eating, riding out, and spending family time. This is a great way for people to get out with their kids. So I'm not only talking about people who are going to be visiting the island, but it would be nice to see local people going out with their kids and their family members, visiting these other towns, meeting with the people, because you see things from a different perspective when you're driving sometimes. When you're riding. Okay, so my last point is that Junior, on behalf of the family, both the George family and the Latham family, we are very proud of you and very happy that you have taken on this great initiative. And we wish you all the best, and we are here to give you full support as always. My last point to all of you guests is to get out and enjoy the greenness of Grenada. Take a ride. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Layton. As we begin the process of getting ready for the official cutting of the ribbon and the ceremonial opening of Ryders Bike Excursion and Tours, I'd like to call one final speaker, and that's a representative of the carriacou Hotel, Ms. Jem Sylvester, to bring us some brief remarks. Ms. Sylvester.
Good afternoon, everyone. All protocols is established. On behalf of our company, Carriacou Beach Resorts, we would like to thank you for this opportunity given to us to endorse this refined company. We are very excited to partner with Junior George on this new venture. We are pleased to know that there is another option than the traditional method of rentals. Oftentimes, in busy periods, our guests struggle to find rentals, and we believe that with this venture, it would encourage more guests to get around exploring a beautiful island at a reasonable cost. With these bikes, more places and local vendors would be more accessible. We need more of these projects in Grenada, and we look forward to partnering with eco-friendly products as such. Thank you, Junior George, once again for bringing this innovative idea. We are backing this 100 from the Kalinago team. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sylvester. We now begin the ceremonial cutting of the ribbon. I'd like to invite the Honorable Ron Redhead and the Honorable Karine James to join Mr. George at the front, please. Get her champagne. Let's Karine get her champagne. Hold on, hold on. Hello. Lisa? Yeah. Here's Junior cut. Junior, run on one of them cut. They cut. Start a little music. Hip, 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 hooray. Hip, 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 hooray. Hip, 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 hooray. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for joining us this afternoon. Of course, we have some refreshments. We have some good conversation. Please stay back and enjoy, learn about the Ryders bike excursions and rentals. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
One quick second, sorry. Before we wrap up, I'd like to just introduce this lovely lady here from Adventure Tours. As I said, we are partnering with so many people. Adventure Tours, fantastic island adventures tours. They are like my big sisters in this, right? They guided me through a lot. They helped me out a lot. I would like to say thank you so much and give you opportunity to say a quick word before we wrap up.
Good afternoon, everyone. All protocols are established. The management and staff of Fantastic Tours on Fantastic Island Adventures, that's the official name. We do call ourselves Fantastic Tours, though. First wishes to congratulate, Mr. Junior George on this official launch of the Ride Excursion and Tours. Another welcomed plus to Grenada's tourism industry. We are more than thrilled at the opportunity to partner with him on this initiative. We at Fantastic Tours take absolute pleasure in showcasing the awesome greens of the Spice Isle to all our guests, visitors, and of course, locals alike. The partnership with Ryders Excursions and Tours represents another opportunity to show off our island and outside world, whilst encouraging our nationals to get up, get out, and explore our beautiful island. Mr. George, we know that the road today was not easy to get, and neither would the road after this. However, we are assured that by the commitment you have shown to bring in the best efforts forward to offer our guests this beautiful product, with no doubt would reap great rewards, which includes the deep gratification that comes from seeing our guests happy and thrilled with the experiences. We certainly look forward to riding this road with you as a team, facing and overcoming the challenges that will come, and at the end, achieving desired success. Congratulations once again, and here's to great future for Ryders Excursions and Tours in our island. Thank you.
If I take time and I write down all the things that I love on my island, see people meet in every corner. Togetherness and love is what we stand for. We stand for.
Yeah.
We stand for.
Oh, island in the sun. Look at how we've grown, how far we've run. 50 years we strong and more to come. More to come. More to come.
We're going higher. 50 years we're blessed, we're forged in fire. Still reaching for more.
Going up, going up, 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 up. Going up, going up, going up, 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 up.
We're going higher. Going higher. As we aspire, build advances for people together.
Bang, bang, bang.
Slowly up from
It take time to reminisce on the richness of our history from the beginning. From the people who came through sugar and change, emancipation through revolution. More than the speck up on the globe. More than the ice cream and gold. Much more than the nut, more than the globe. Tell the world we are Grenadians. Oh.
3 islands united as one, blessed with the strength to carry on. We're more than just that island in the sun. Tell the world we are Grenadians.
Higher. 50 years we're blessed, we're forged in fire. Oh, you mean? We going up, going up, going up, 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 going up, going up, going up, 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 up. Inspire, build advances, want people together. Going up, going up, going up, 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 up. Going up, going up, going up, 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 up.
Really and truly, can't find the words to describe what my country mean to me. So much things we take for granted, but so much things they give to me.
Peace and tranquility, family, community. It no matter where we go in the world, just know that home is where my heart is.